See? Can see? Test. Okay. Alright. Okay, so you see Sabrina's example. This is her example. She was trying to do the simplest form as well. Okay. You see, express the ratio in simplest form. Based on the diagrams, 4 different sentences involving 2 quantities. Express the ratio in simplest form. So she has a few ideas. She makes some countings first. Okay, 6 bicycles, 10 motorcycles, 12 cars. And some ideas she has bicycles. Then you see how she underline. Underline bicycles, circle 2 cars. Then she wrote B to C, simplest form. Motorcycle to bicycle, N to D, simplest form. You see, I'm not even checking if her answers are correct or not. I'm just looking at the working steps. For now, it looks it's correct because there's a simplest form working step. And then she's writing car to total vehicles, C to total. And then the last one, she decided to come out with something different. She said the number of 2-wheel vehicles to number of 4-wheel vehicles. 32 to 48, that's simplest form. Okay? All right? And she feels that it's quite okay. That's right, that's good. All right, so I like her way of presentation. Okay, this is a mentor's one. Very neat sentences. Seems like her English is quite good because she writes so neatly. And she has cars to motorcycle, bicycles to motorcycles, cars to motorcycles, motorcycles to total. So lots of ideas. Okay, so up to you to come up with your ones. Okay, now I want us to collect today. I'll collect tomorrow instead. Okay, for now, can you put this away? And we'll focus on our next topic already. So those of us who haven't not ready to hang in there, don't feel stressed. Okay, still got one more day. Okay, I'll collect tomorrow. Right now, we move on to a new idea. Previously, I mentioned as well. Let me turn off my PowerPoint. Okay, before I share that PowerPoint, let me share this first. Okay, on the SLS. Okay, I've assigned 2. Oh, you'll be needing this very soon. Okay, I've assigned 2 lessons on ratios. Good for revision and actually quite fun also. So if you open up and see the lessons on over here, one is introduction to ratio and one is equivalent ratio. The one on equivalent ratio is very fun because there's a game inside. The ratio mouse game. Find the equation and simplify the ratio. Make me cheese to eat so that I can outline the text. So this one is quite fun. Okay, there's a video inside that explains the simplification of ratio and expansion of ratio. So the video is very helpful. You catch the video on your phone. Okay? It shows you the steps and it's good revision again. Okay? Very useful of explanation. Okay? So I won't play this in class because we already finished it. Can you go home and check out the video? Alright, and then the game is quite fun. Then here you see there's another story video about making lemonade. Okay, and other introduction videos. And then just checking your specs. Not very difficult questions for the introduction to ratios activity. Okay, so can you please try this out at home? Okay, especially the equivalent ratios one. Okay, okay, now. So these are the skills we have been talking about. Equivalent ratios. Quantify the quantity given another quantity. We started talking about this because of the chimpanzee yesterday. And today we'll be solving the 2 questions, the 2 skills here. First one, find quantity given another quantity and the ratio. Then second one, find quantity given total amount and the ratio. We'll be covering this today. And tomorrow we'll be trying to do this. Okay? Quite a lot. If you can finish all this, then we are in good speed for the review test next week. Now, but before we move on, I want to go back a little bit to the idea of ratio. Because yesterday when we are doing the simplifying ratio, some of our friends started coming up with decimals, right? And then I said, no, we're not going to do decimals here. Even though actually decimals are okay to have. Okay? But let me give you an example. Okay? So for example, I say I have a ratio of back to the lemonade idea. Okay? Syrup and juice and water to make the juice. Okay, to make the lemonade. Okay? Alright? Imagine I use this ratio. Can see? So the board here. But it's not recorded. Then I need the recording. Okay. Oh. Stop share first. Stop share. Okay. Right. Turn. Oh, sorry. Oh. Use pen easier. Okay, so I think like that also can. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So we have the ratio of syrup to water. You see, right? Okay. So yesterday we talked about decimal, whether decimal can or not. Okay. So we are going back to the idea of why we are talking about ratios and why we need ratios. So let's say I make a lemonade. Okay. I give you a ratio of 1 part of water. Okay. And this 1 part of water for the syrup, I put it as 1/4 cup. Okay. 1/4 cup of syrup to 1 cup of water give you a lemonade juice. Okay. Now, what's 1/4 in decimal? In decimal. It's actually 0.25. Okay? This one you should have already known, but never mind. You need to recap this another day. But that is a decimal. Okay? Right. So I have a decimal of 0.25 to 1. Okay? And because we understand ratio by now, let's say I use this 1/4 to 1. Is it the same as I say 1:4? Is it the same? Are these three the same? Actually, they are the same. What's 1/4 times 4? What's 1/4 times 4? 1/4 times 4. 4. What is 4?
160.
That's 1 mark. You need to revise on it. 1/4 times 4. 4 1/4 is 1/4. You understand, right? You understand, right? So from here I times 4. From here I times 4. Can make sense? Can, right? So 0.25 times 4 is also 1. Right? 0.25 plus 0.25 plus 0.25 plus 0.25. Yeah? 50 cents plus 50 cents give you $1, right? Can, right? Right. Okay. And this side 1 times 4 is 4. Can you understand, right? So are they the same? They are the same, right? Right? Then just now say somebody say times 500. So Is it the same ratio?
Yes.
Ratio wise, is it the same? Is it the same relationship? So this is the simplest form that we know in whole numbers. Can I say it's 4 into 16 as well? Can I say it's 4 into 16 as well? Because this is like 400, right? So this is like 400. And then this one will be times 4, right? Correct? So in other words, if you look here, all these ratios shows the same comparison. Okay? But this is maybe I make lemonade for one person. This is maybe I make lemonade for 100 people. This is maybe I make lemonade for 4 people, 10 people. I will use this ratio, maybe. You understand what I'm saying? But the amount of syrup to the amount of water, it stays the same. Correct? Okay? Which one is the easiest to remember? If you are going to use this idea to make lemonade always. Which one is the easiest? Is this easy? This one? This one? Raise your hand if you feel so. Which one is the easiest ratio to remember? This one? This one? This one? This one? This one? Okay. So everybody points to this one, right? So that explains why this is true, and you need to know that it's the easiest relationship to remember. And that's why when I want to use a ratio, it compares 2 or more quantities. It's got to do with trying to understand the different types of things. And then previously we talked about, as a result, in our simplest ratio, here, we keep to using whole numbers rather than decimals. And we try to use simplest form. And you see that we don't show units of measurement. Can you understand? Because ratio shows the simplest relationship and I compare. So we don't use decimals. Okay, with that said, we move on to the next content. Come very quickly. This one is the next skill that is find quantity given another quantity as well as the ratio. Right? Please. Okay, once again, worksheet, let's try our names, and we are looking at this one here. Up to this point, we are looking at 2 quantities. Okay. We are going to finish this set of worksheet in maybe 20 minutes. Then we get the whole sheet. And then we are moving on to the next set. Okay? Okay, very quickly. Let's take a look at this one here. Write your name already. Yes? You don't have the worksheet? Can you check your previous set? Maybe it's stapled together. The highly likelihood of you Stapling worksheets together may happen. The next step we are looking at is this one. Find a quantity given another quantity and the ratio. Inflict, is it there? We have shown how you staple together. Good. Okay, so we are on this set. Now, this one is quite quick. You written your name already. Today's date is 3rd of May. Right, so this is the ratio. The ratio here shows two quantities. And one quantity is given. As for one quantity, find the other. So this is the question mark. So this is what the skill is talking about here. Find a quantity given another quantity and the ratio. So find the blank given the ratio and the missing one. Okay, so this is like the opposite of yesterday. Yesterday we simplify, today we expand. So from 2 to 3, we need to become 10 and something. So what is this? Times 5? Is it times 5? So if I times 5 on the other side, what will be the answer? 15. Is this difficult? Let's try the other one. From 4 to 7, I want to get to the next number. One side is to 14. Times 2, is it times 2? So if the other side I times 2, what would it be? 8. Simple? Show the working, please. So in the exam time, if this is 2 marks, you get a mark for the times 2. Okay, even if let's say your answer is wrong. Is that okay? Yes, hi. Well, you need to try. Yeah, pick up the pencil and try. Or pick up a pen. Okay? You can do it slower, never mind. I'm not hurrying you. But you're gonna have to do it. Make sure you have enough space. Okay? Okay, next one. Is somebody already finished? Alright. The last one is a bit more difficult, is it? Why? So one is this is Audi was saying, can I do like that? Times 6, then times 6, can or not? Can, as long as you are very neat and tidy, can. So the last two here for E and F, E is a divide by 8. Then for how to get this blank then? I must, you see my arrow? So my arrow is pointing in a different direction. So from 40, the ratio to a blank, I get to 5 is to 4. So 40 to 5 is a divide by 8. So to get to this blank, what must I do? I times 8. 4 times 8. That will give me 32. The times table. Can you see my arrow? So I'm extra careful so I can see the direction. If I point downwards here, that means it's a divide by 8. So 32 divided by 8 is my checking step. This okay? How about this one? Is that all right? So a blank and the 99, and then comes down to 11. Then this is a time divide by 9, right? So on the other side, I have 8. To get back to this blank is the reverse operation. So times 9. 72. Is that okay? If it's not easy, who finished the first page already? You know what? That took us less than 3 minutes. Feel good? That's okay too. Yeah. Okay, how many a different method is just that it's helpful if you can show the arrows towards the direction for both sides. Okay, so you know which operation you are using in which direction. Okay? So cool everybody? Then we're on the next page. How many we did that in 3 minutes. How about I give you 2 now? Can you show all the workings, please? On page 176. Make sure you have your workings doing properly and neatly, please. Page 176. Feeling okay? This one seems more likable than yesterday one, right? Because it tells you the divisor, tells you the factor to multiply or the factor to divide by, in a way. So as long as you can identify the correct factor, it's not so difficult. Okay, wow, don't worry. I record everything on YouTube. So you can go home and play slowly, rewind me, repeat a few times, pause, also can. Okay? Yeah, but you cannot stop learning. You must continue learning. Okay? The test is, you are still included in the test. Okay? Okay, so on the next page already, so I draw the arrows clearly to help me to see what operation I'm using to get to this one. So from 7 to 6 is the times, 7 to 56 is the times 8, right? Correct now? Yeah, okay, so from this side, I will also times 8 to get to the blank. Okay, so far everybody? Okay, if you're okay, I'm moving on already. So this one, I take it as is completed by yourself. Okay, I call it DIY, do it yourself. Okay? If you need more time, that is fine, but I'm moving on first. Okay? I'm not collecting this set today, but I need you to be completing the worksheet. Okay, completely by yourself. If you need more time, that is okay. But I'm moving on to the next question on page 177, level 2. Are we okay? Okay. Are we feeling good already? It seems like we are able to complete this worksheet within 15 minutes, even less than 20. Okay, here says must read the question carefully. Yeah? We are going to two-step problems. Level 2 word problems. Okay, in each gift set here, in each, that means one set. In one set, there are 5 pencils for every 2 erasers. 5 pencils for every 2 erasers. Now, when you see a word problem, it shows you a story like that. It doesn't use the word something to something. You don't even see the word ratio happening. You know what I'm talking about? So then how do you know these questions got to do with ratio? You see this whole page, this entire page, there's nothing mentioned about ratio. Can you find ratio? Do you see the word ratio? Not at all. Do you see number to something? Also not at all. Then how are you going to know that these questions got to do with ratio? How to know that this got to do with ratio? The key password lies in the very first sentence here. When it says, in each gift set, there are 5 pencils for every 2 erasers. That means the ratio is 5 pencils for every 2 erasers. For 5 pencils for every 2 erasers. That is one gift set. In one gift set is 5 pencils to 2 erasers. Can I just ask you, if I put another relationship here and I put there, what about total? How many items will you get in the gift bag? 7. 7 items. And these are stationery, right? Yeah, stationery items. Okay, so I wrote down here, for every gift set, you get 5 pencils to 2 erasers to a total of 7 items. Can you understand this ratio? Okay, very good. Then I move on to the next part. The next part says, Janice wants to buy 4 of such gift sets. How many pencils will she get? Okay, so just now I already wrote already, right? Pencils, P for pencils, E for erasers. Okay, the ratio for one gift set, is 5:2. Correct? Can or not? Can, right? Okay, so 4 sets is what? Times 4. Is it easy? Difficult? Easy, right? So what's the answer? 22, not over, 2. Okay, 2, 8. Over is fraction. But good, because same idea as fraction. Okay, so what's the answer? No. What's the question asking for? Is it asking for ratio? No, answer is 20 pencils. Remember, my last step, I must be very clear. Is it asking for ratio? Is it asking for pencil? What is it asking for? Is it asking for total? It's asking for pencil. So if I write that 20 to 8, will I get correct? No. Okay, next one. Is it okay so far, everybody? Okay, next one. Now I write down the same ratio. Pencil to eraser. Pencil is 5. Eraser is 2. 5 is to 2. Now, in this case, here says there are a few of such gift set. Don't know how many set, but there are 30 pencils. How many erasers does he have? Yeah? How do I know? So from 5 to 2, I get to 30 is to something. So this is the question mark, and this is the question mark. But most of us can see already times 6, right? So to get to here is a times 6. So what's the answer? 12. So the answer is 12 what? Very good. Easy or difficult? This question come by exam. Confident, guess marks. Okay, very good. Okay, last one. Last one here says find a few of such gift sets and then 18 erasers. How many pencils? Okay, same ratio. Pencil to eraser. 5 is to 2. Now I'm given erasers. So as long as you're very clear, can you see now why I get you keep writing these labels here? You realize the labels help a lot? Yeah? Okay, up to this point, I'm not doing model drawing yet. This method enough to solve? Enough, very good. Because very soon you have to realize that this method may not be enough and we have to start a model drawing. Okay, and then we look at that in steps. Okay, so I'm now given erasers. Erasers 18, so it's times 9. So from here to here times 9 also. Is it easy, difficult? Easy, yeah. So the answer is how many? Something pencils. Okay, comfortable so far? Cannot. Confident? Okay, then the next page is homework. Next page is homework, very good, new set ready, yeah? This one homework, try yourself. Okay, if you think that the previous page 177 is easy, this one also easy. Okay, just remember, now a bit difficult. This one, this ratio here, you have travel pack lah. So I use pack instead. Because if I use the acronym T, then everything is TTT already. Okay, toothpaste, then I use T paste. Toothbrush, I use T brush. Is it better? Okay. So one travel pack, one pack. The ratio is 4 tube toothpaste is to how many toothbrush? 3 toothbrushes. How many items in total? 7 items in total. Okay, can you understand this ratio? Can you understand that this question no problem really? Yeah, okay, new set. Next one. This one homework. Okay, oh, sorry. Okay, give up, boost. Give up, give up. Okay, never mind, you do slowly, okay? And slowly you'll be able to get it. Okay? Jadi ketika sama okay. A bit confusing. Okay, because when you're doing visual, okay, keep perfect maybe most of the beginning. Everything is recorded. Okay, and then the exercise will happen. Okay, most importantly, I don't want you to swim this hurry. Okay? Okay, you can catch up. Okay? No hurry. I'm not going to chase you for okay, but promise me that you will get better. Okay? Okay. Okay, now we deal with slightly more difficult problems. But if so far you're feeling okay, then this one can manage also. Okay? Okay, we try to feel good about ourselves. Now, there's one more set that we are done with this, and then tomorrow we'll do ratio of three quantities. Okay? Right. Are we okay? New set now. Now we have a solving problem. Some of these questions have ratio. Some of these questions don't have ratio. Do you have this page 181? You have also, right? Sorry? That worksheet. I think that's the thing, huh? Most of you staple together with something else. Can you check your previous set worksheet? Is it stapled together? I have yours here, this one, is the next set. So is it attached to the previous set? Okay. Can everybody check your pages? See maybe accidentally stapled together. Okay. Check. You should have page 178 to 182. 179 to 182. Anybody got more? Oh, okay. Why? I check wrongly. Oh, because they brought me. Never mind. Keep it. Okay. You have to show the house. Okay? Same. There's another pole here as well. Okay? You check whether you staple them together. Okay? Are you sure it's not with the other set? Good, so you found it. Great. Okay, ready? Yeah, the next set now. If you look at your textbook, it shows you, as it here. You see, your textbook will, sorry, wrong textbook. Your textbook will show you a few methods. Take a look on the screen first, please. Okay, this is page 157. Page 157 on your textbook, it shows you two methods. One is method 1, the ratio method. Another method is the unitary with the model method. Now, if you let me choose, right? Are you looking? I don't know what you're doing. Are you doing your homework? Can I say it's homework? Are you looking at the screen? Now, if you let me choose, right? I look at the picture here. I've been doing model method since primary 1 and 2. If you let me choose, I'll probably choose model method. because got picture can see. Then the unitary is step by step. Okay, but if you compare method 1, it looks like lesser step and faster, right? Yeah, agree. But may have problem because if you don't understand ratio well, you may make mistakes easily. Okay, but then again, when it comes to a point, there will be a point of time where the model is going to be more helpful than this other method. Like for example, this question here. This question, the book choose the model more actually. And then when you look at further questions, you see the model method becomes a lot more frequently used. Okay, why? Because ultimately, even in ratio word problems like this one here, they are going to deal with the same 4 things that we learned so far. Okay, now a lot of people will say, ratio, I like this chapter quite well. Okay, quite well. Why? Because even though it's a new topic, there are a lot of prior knowledge you can tap on. Okay, right? So far we talk about, hello. So far we talk about ratio as comparing quantities. Okay, and we talk about it as type of objects, type of food, type of stationery, type of this, type of that. Right? So when we compare 2 things, can you remember when we go back, okay, to primary 2 or 3, or primary 1 even, we always comparing things, right? One is bigger, smaller, one is taller, shorter, heavier, lighter, right? So basically, we have 2 things that we are comparing. In P5, you use a formal next term called quantity. Okay, which means amount. Okay, so I have and I will say, let's say a bigger number, and then a smaller number, smaller quantity. Sound familiar? It always often like that. Sometimes they are the same. Okay, sometimes they are the same. They are equal, the same is equal, okay? Right? But usually in most situations you have one is more and one is less. Alright? In starting primary 3, you learn twice as much, 3 times, right, of somebody else. Correct? So you start to learn unitary. Okay, so we have this, and then the next thing that we learned so far, what do we have? Like just now the travel pack, right? We have 2 plus 2 page, then after that we say how many in total, right? Very good. Then we have the total, right? Right? So it's all familiar. Primary 3 you learned before. A bigger number, smaller number put together, that's the total, right? What's the name, another word for total? Sum or all together, very good. Then there's another thing we learned before. Okay, there's another thing we learned before. So we have bigger number, smaller number, sum total. What's the next identity? When we talk about 2 numbers. Very good. Okay, difference. How are they not the same? Okay, understand? So we have, look at this, comparison model, sound familiar? So I have the bigger number, smaller number, sum, and then the difference between them. Remember? Sound familiar? Okay, so far? Okay, so in most of all of this ratio problem, you will not run away from these 4 identities. Understand? And the main idea is it's going to be unitary. That's why model drawing is very helpful. Because it's a relationship that goes 1 set, 2 set, 3 sets. Like 1 travel pack, 2 travel pack, 3 travel, 4 travel pack. And then the quantity is the multiplication. Understand? Yeah. But of course, there's sometimes we plus, remember? Yesterday the H thing was a plus. Okay, that one's a bit confusing. But these 4 identities, you will not run away from it. So ratio is a possible to score topic in your next review test next Tuesday. Area of triangle, volume, and ratio. If you are struggling, this is the topic you should try to score really well. Okay? Alright? But I must say, you must go back and revise. When we did area of triangle and volume, when we first started out, you said it's recorded in the class video. I said, you like this chapter so far? You said, yes. Okay. Don't change your mind. Feel confident. Okay, sometimes it's just a word problem that's key. Okay, now. Okay, so let me just zoom into that part that says these four quantities. Can you see now? Not really. Yeah. For recording purposes. Can you see? Bigger numbers, smaller numbers, are different. Okay. Can't really see, but back here. We want to target this question on here, Janice and Amia. You can chew your snack while writing. Okay? Please write neatly. Your fingers must not be stopping. If not, I'll zoom my phone to your face. Famous for not doing your work while you're supposed to. Right. So I have, come on, you can do better. Janice and Amia share some stickers in a ratio 4:7. Now, in the first sentence here, did the first sentence here, did the first sentence here point you to who is it 4 is Janice or 4 is Amia? Did he say? No, actually, it didn't say. So you cannot assume. So in other words, if I write down the ratio 4:7 here, I don't know who is it belonging to. But if I read the next sentence, the next sentence says, Janice receives 20 stickers. But wait a minute. Okay. Also never say which one is Janice. So you cannot just assume that it's Janice. Let's look at the sentence following after that. What's the following sentence? Very good. Amia receives more stickers than Janice. This is the most important sentence. Why is this the most important sentence? Yes, it's telling you that Amia is more. So Amia should be 7 units. The one that's more. Okay? So Janice is the one that's lesser units. So in other words, I can comfortably know that Janice is the one that has 4 units. And the question ultimately asks for Amia. So that's the question mark. Now, to make use of the full space, I shall draw you Janice and Amia in terms of units as well. 1, 2, oh, bad drawing. Not very equal size. Don't like. Let me do it again. I have enough space. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 for Janice. Amia for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Janice is 20. I double check. Is Amia indeed the one that is more? Yeah. Okay. So the question quite straightforward. Just ask you for Amia. So in other words, if I use the unitary method, it will be 4 units is 20 stickers. 1 unit is 5 stickers because 20 divided by 5. So I want to find Amia. Amia is 7 units, so it's 7 times 5, 35 stickers. Now, if you are doing the unitary method, this question is 2 marks. The first mark can go to finding this. And then the second mark can go to this step. Can you understand? Now, if you are doing this other method on my left side here, I must correctly identify this and be able to get to this. And this is not complete. The complete must be Amia receives 35 stickers. Answer. A reminder again, if you write the ratio in the answer blank, it's considered 0. Understand what I'm talking about? You must ultimately answer to what the question is asking for, Amia. So it cannot be 20:35, it must be Amia receives 35. Because it's asking for Amia. Can you understand? Moving on. So now there's this ratio of girls to boys is 7:5. Then I can write down already. Girls to boys, 7:5. There are 50 boys. The question asks for girls. Now it's not asking for total, so not a problem. Your hand's not moving. You're eating your hand, is it? Okay? Your hand should be where it's supposed to be. Continue with your work. I told you already, we need to stay focused on task. 1 hour, we must complete what we can. Your snack break cannot take the whole of your lesson time. This is not a second recess. Is it okay? So I'm given boys. So I'm understanding that I can use the just now whatever method that I learned just now. From 5, I get to 50. I need to know how I can get to the girls, which is times 10. Now, again, if I write there 70:50, the answer is 0 marks. I must remember the answer has to be very clear. It's asking for girls. So I must write there are 50 girls. Oh, sorry. 70 girls. So if I use a unitary method, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 goes to 5 boys. So boys is 50. So that means 5 units, 50 children. 1 unit, 10. So those are 7 units. So 7 times 10, 70. If I use the unitary method, also quite fast actually. And I can see the answer clearly too. It's okay? If it's okay, we move on. Okay, next one. The next one on CP and Ravi is a similar question. So this question, I write there DIY, do yourself. Okay, moving on to the next question. This question a little bit more information. You see the sentences also a bit more. Okay, last one, very fast one. Okay, why I say is I will choose this question to do as the last one because now I have ratio of chicken wing to chicken drumlets. And then the question, the final question, asks for chicken wings and drumlets all together. So I have chicken wing to chicken drumlet. And now I want a all together. Meaning wings plus drumlet. So I have 3 is to 2. What is the altogether? 5 units. So chicken wing is 150. If I use the unitary method on my right side, I have 3 units is 150. 1 unit is 150 divided by 3, that gives me 50. I need total of altogether 5 units. So 5 times 50, what's the answer? Easy, difficult? Can you see how easy it is if I use the unitary method? I can go by here as well. So from here come to here is times 50. So I can times 50 times 50. 150 means to 100 drumlets. So 250 altogether. If I were to draw a model, it looks like this. Can you understand? Am I too fast for you? If this question come up, do you think you can solve full marks? And feel confident. Well, you cannot is because you missed out some lessons before. Remember? You just need to catch up the videos for the past 2 lessons. Catch up the SLS. You can do it also. Okay? You can. Is it okay? Alright. Are we clear with the homework DIY? Very good. Then I'll see you tomorrow.